We're all inspired by innovators, people who find creative solutions to tough problems. At Minnetonka, in April, we'll be inviting 3 of these innovators to see how they're putting their creative minds to work in the natural world. At Off the Page 2014, sponsored by the Minnetonka Writing Center, you'll hear about cutting-edge green home design, learn how a large honeybee crisis affects us all, and see stunning images of the Great Lakes.
Hi, I'm Jesse, and I'll be turning the tables on local legend Don Shelby. Most of us are used to seeing Don at the anchor desk of WCCO, where he told award-winning stories for over 25 years. At Off the Page, you'll hear about Don's many other interests, including basketball and sustainable home design.
So all of those behind me on this garage are the solar panels, 5.4 kilowatts, and that's enough to supply the house with electricity and makes your utility bill go down a lot. In fact, when you're not here, all of the solar electricity that you're producing is intertied back into the system, to the grid. And so that electricity flows back, your neighbors get to use it, everybody else gets to use it, and you become sort of a utility yourself, a mini utility.
Hi, I'm Elza, and I'll be getting the buzz from Marla Spivak, a University of Minnesota professor and internationally respected bee expert. As leader of the Bee Squad at the U of M, Professor Spivak and her team research bee health and teach classes on how to raise bees.
This is our life with bees. And this is our life without bees. Bees are the most important pollinators of our fruits and vegetables and flowers and crops like alfalfa hay that feed our farm animals. More than 1/3 of the world's crop production is dependent on bee pollination. Honeybees can be considered a superorganism, where the colony is the organism and it's comprised of 40 to 50,000 individual bee organisms. Now, this society has no central authority. Nobody's in charge. So how they come to collective decisions and how they allocate their tasks and divide their labor, how they communicate where the flowers are, all of their collective social behaviors are mind-blowing.
Hi, I'm Bryn, and I'll be talking with Ed Wargen. Ed is an accomplished photographer whose work appears in many galleries and books. Ed's true passion, however, is photographing the Great Lakes.
10 years ago, Ed launched his most ambitious project yet.
It's called the Fresh Coast Project.
Crossing thousands of miles during 100 different trips, Ed set out to tell the story of the Great Lakes as a single narrative in photographs.
It's a narrative that's never been done to this extent before.
He just never imagined how much, along the way, his own landscape would be altered.
I think we probably felt it would have been another 20 years before we would have seen this change so quickly. It can be tricky sometimes.
Ed started shooting the Fresh Coast Project on film. He'd planned to finish it that way, too.
See that hawk?
But earlier this year, Kodak stopped producing the professional slide film he uses, as digital photography consumes the market.
That is just beautiful.
Ed believes it's only a matter of time until Fuji stops making his film, too.
For me, it's a lot of pressure because the clock is ticking.
Mark your calendars. Off the Page is at 6:30 p.m. in the Minnetonka Black Box. It's $5 and it's open to all community members. See you there.